One of the keys to effective conversations is to think about listening to understand rather than to judge. It can be very easy, especially when you vehemently disagree with somebody, to simply wait until they're done talking and then tell them why they were wrong. I've been there. And when you do that, the conversation devolves into a mess very, very quickly and often damages the relationship in the process. Years ago, when I was getting my graduate degree in clinical psychology, I had a professor of clinical psychology who shared a story with us about a therapy session that he had with a client. He said that in the context of this therapy session, his client suddenly became very angry with him and started to escalate very quickly. Turns out that his client was upset with him because he thought that my professor was hitting on his girlfriend, Marilyn Monroe, who he said was sitting in the seat next to him. Now, my professor said that it would have been done no good to point out that he was wrong or to judge him in that situation. He said that what was more effective was to listen to him and try to really understand where he was coming from, why he was so upset, what led to that. As he did, he said that the situation de-escalated and he was then able to have a conversation with this client. The point is that sometimes it's more effective to not judge somebody, to not tell them why they were wrong, and to simply try to understand where they're coming from, regardless of their perspective. Over the years, I've gone back to this lesson again and again, both personally and professionally, especially in times when I'd be more inclined to judge somebody than to understand where they're coming from. And it's helped me many, many times. Not only does it help in the immediate conversation, but it also has a positive effect on the relationship overall. It tends to strengthen the relationship rather than damaging the relationship. Now, at a time in our country where we're divided on so many issues, imagine the impact it would have if all of us kept this in mind and made a bigger effort to try to understand where people are coming from, especially people with different perspectives, rather than to judge them or to tell them that they're wrong. For me, as we go into this holiday season, I know this is going to be front of mind, and I'd encourage all of you to give it a try as well. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.